So it's May the 3rd or Star Wars Christmas Eve, but we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about this and then we're going to talk about this. Let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome to 16 Figure Folks, and in this video we're going to talk about the fact that Hot Toys on their official Facebook and Instagram teased this image of the team in the team suits for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. The only one not wearing a team suit is Groot, but he also went up for pre-order today. Two different SKUs, we're going to talk about the both of them. Let's take a look at this teaser image first. So here you have, from left to right, you have Drax, Groot, Mantis, Star-Lord, Nebula, and Rocket. Now this is going to be an expensive line, given the fact that there's two SKUs on the Groot that was put up for pre-order today already. $285 for the regular, $350 for the deluxe. It's going to be an expensive line, because even let's say you split the difference and let's say all of these are $300 on average, you're talking $1,800 for the line. Okay, Rocket maybe, he's a bit small. Some of them are probably coming in under 300. You could probably still talk about $1,700 for the line. That is pretty expensive. You'd want to really like the Guardians of the Galaxy, and although I won't be getting these figures, and I've no Guardians of the Galaxy figures apart from the Rocket I have above here on a floating shelf. He's part of my endgame display. I got the Iron Patriot and I thought, you know, it'd be really cool, like a lot of people, Rocket on his shoulder, so that's what I did. Now that's the only Guardians of the Galaxy figure I have. Also, Rocket is actually my favorite Guardians of the Galaxy figure because I just think he's hilarious and he's cheeky and I like him. So this here though, my point is that if I were a die-hard Guardians of the Galaxy fan, now don't get me wrong, I love the first movie and the second movie. I think they're two of the strongest MCU movies. I really like them. But I'm always going to gravitate towards the Iron Man and, you know, the Captain America trilogy and the Avengers and stuff like that. I just prefer the character of Iron Man and prefer those kind of characters. But what I love about Guardians of the Galaxy is James Gunn took a group of random, eclectic mix of personalities and creatures, and if you had explained it to me, I'd be like, that sounds terrible, but he made me care about them. He made me love them. The soundtrack's amazing, the humor, the action. So I'm really looking forward to the third movie, but I don't need them in my collection personally. But if I was going to go back and collect them, I think I'd prefer the ones not in the team suit. I think I prefer the ones with their own individuality, like the Star-Lord with the long jacket, or the I don't know, the baby Groot, or the original Groot, or the Drax topless, although that wasn't a great figure. But you know what I mean? They don't all have to be uniform, but hey, I'd say there's a lot of die-hard Guardians of the Galaxy fan out there looking at this image going, you know, praying for their wallets, but really happy. So the only thing that I have to say about this is that, one, I hope they complete the line for the people out there who are die-hard Guardians of the Galaxy fans who really want this, or these. The second thing is that, judging from these images, the Drax, I can't tell if it's a new sculpt or is it the same as the previous release sculpt. The Mantis, I can't tell if that's the same sculpt as the Christmas one they released for or announced for pre-order, or if it's a new one. Same with the Star-Lord, the Nebula, and the Rocket, because the Rocket kind of looks like it has that screaming sculpt going on. Now then again, maybe they just put these images up because they don't have the actual, they used like the existing versions of the head sculpt as stand-ins because they haven't got the versions ready to go or whatever. We'll probably know tomorrow, knowing them on May 4th, they'll drop some Guardians of the Galaxy stuff. I really hope they've had the savviness to go, you know what, we're going to get Guardians of the Galaxy out of the way on May 3rd and give the Star Wars fans what they want on May 4th. Anyway, that's pretty much all I have to say about those. I hope they complete the line, and I hope they're like updated head sculpts and paint apps and, you know, appropriate accessories, given the fact that they all kind of look the same. Anyway, let's move on and look at this pre-order preview. So this is the Hot Toys GROOT 1/6 scale, basically from the movie Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Again, I haven't seen it yet. Comes with, from what I can see, a bunch of different interchangeable swap out arms. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 arms and 8 different guns. It comes with 3 interchangeable faceplates. Let's just take a quick look, because there's 2 different versions. There's the regular and there's the deluxe. This particular version that we're looking on the screen now is the deluxe version. So I suppose the features that are unique to the deluxe are this kind of it looking like thing. It has a head and he's walking along with the little, I wonder, does his head get knocked off or something like that, and then it grows back and hops on his body or something. I haven't seen the movie, but you know, probably something like that. I presume it's a gag. Then on the right side, then the interchangeable torso and bendable branching arms. I think it's safe to say if anyone really wants this line and really wants this figure, it's probably a no-brainer to go with the deluxe. But then again, it is another $65. Big gap between the two of them. And then the regular version comes with everything that you know not highlighted in the kind of yellow gold box there. So you got the 3 interchangeable sculpts. You got some sort of a, I don't know, is it a bomb or what like that? Real like moss and tree texture. That's pretty cool. 2 guns, I believe. Okay, so it comes with 2 main guns. And I'm assuming if you get the arms, then you get the other guns. Okay, 6 swap on arms and your standard base. Okay, so that's for $350. Let's take a look at these photos. Now, it looks like, see, I'm kind of biased, like, because I'm not going to go down this line. Like I said, I only have one Guardian so far, and that's Rocket, and that's because it is my favorite Guardian, and it makes sense to have him paired with the Iron Patriot on his shoulder in the endgame display. But I just think that if I was to get these, I'd rather go back and get all the individual looking ones, which each with their own style, you know, the Gamora and the Star-Lord with the long coat and the Yondu. But let's face it, I'm never going to do that, and that's extremely expensive. Like, so anyone out there, maybe they're looking at this going, okay, this is a significantly cheaper option of, hopefully, fingers crossed, if they do them, release them, getting them cheaper than working backwards. Although there are some of those Guardians of the Galaxy figures that have got quite cheap. I know you can pick up Rocket cheap enough, and I know you can pick up, like, I've seen Star-Lord cheap enough in certain places, and Nebula. So this particular one, right, you got this is obviously the deluxe version. 8 different arms there, 8 the different guns. Are all the guns different? They're kind of similar. They're not all the same. That one's different to that one. That one looks similar to that one there. So a few of them looks, I think there's 2 big ones and then 6 of the small ones. 6 small ones look similar enough, if not identical. This is funny. I don't know what the gag is. I'm looking forward to seeing this on Saturday night and seeing what the gag is, but I assume he gets his head knocked off and branches grow out and fix him or something like that. So if you're going for the regular version, pretty much what you see on screen is what you get. You're not going to get that head with the little branch legs. You're not going to get the interchangeable torso with all the arms. So this here, I wonder actually, are those guns actually permanently attached to those arms? Now, obviously, you're getting a tease here of Star-Lord in the back there, and this is classic Hot Toys. You know, they put something up for pre-order, but they put something often better behind, more eye-catching. They've done this before. Did it with the Beskar Mando, and in the back you had what you have? You had Luke, and everyone lost their minds. You know, myself included. Or you have the Grand Inquisitor, and you have you know, Reva in the background, because we were wondering like if they're going to do her or not like that. And actually, that head sculpt looks fantastic. Hopefully, it turns out as good as the prototype. Yeah, look, I don't have too much to say about this. It looks very, very... It does look like a toy. It very much does. It's not like... But it's hard to capture that realism in a figure and a creature that isn't actually, you know, real. Like, there's obviously no such creature as a Groot on Earth, so therefore, you know, even on screen, you know, okay, that's not real because it's not a real thing. So then, when you do the figure form, of course, it's going to look a bit toyetic. That's funny, the head sculpt's a nice smiling head sculpt you got going on it. So this guy's been on the roids anyway, he's pretty jacked, he's been hitting the gym. Yeah, I don't really have too much to say about this. I think oh, wait a second now. I'm glad I looked at this image. They're like the that's quite funny. So that goes back to my original point. So this, I'm looking up at the endgame one. I had that screaming sculpt, and I really like it for the pose that I have it in, but it does limit your posing ability. This one now is another expressive sculpt, but it's a bit more of an aggressive expressive sculpt, the mouth being closed, showing the teeth. So this shows that they have actually updated some of the head sculpts. So this is obviously their prototype of the Rocket. So that's actually good. So they're not going to churn out the same stuff. So hopefully they've done the same for Star-Lord and Drax and Nebula. And well, Mantis is kind of new anyway, like, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, so let's move on and take further looks. Is there anything else here that we can pick up on? They've teased the Star-Lord, they've teased the head sculpts, alright. Interchangeable face sculpts, no rolling eyes that I can see, but you've got kind of like the smiling one, you've got a bit of a frown or a neutral, and then you've got kind of a, I don't know, shocked or roaring one. Yeah, so look, this is one for the die-hard Guardians of the Galaxy fans are hoping, whoever's kind of trying to complete the line, put the full team together. Look, that's the end of this video. Really looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully they won't let us down and give us some 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi. Don't just give us all clones, please. Come on, I don't want to have like a clone fest and all Mandalorian. at the very best, like, space things out. Give us some 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi. Then you can give us a Trooper or a clone and give us a Cal Kestis or something. Please the people, Howard. Come on. So look, that's the end of the video. If you want to support the channel, we're so close. I think about 17 subs off the 2,000. So if you are one of those people, one of those 1,900 and do my maths, 1,983. So if you're one of those people, you've taken the time to click that subscribe button, massively appreciate. And I just appreciate anyone who's taken the time to watch any of the videos, like any of the videos, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, join a live chat, ask a question. Channel members as well, massive props to them. So look, if you want to support the channel, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment. Let me know if you're picking this guy up or not. Let me know if you think they're going to change all the head sculpts or not. You can also follow me on Instagram and on Twitter. That's it. That's the end of the video. See you in the next one. Good luck.